Hello, it's Bethany, and today I'm going to show you around my classroom. So this is going to be the classroom tour for the 2025-2026 school year. So here's the classroom door when you enter, and then this is where the kids hang up their coats. I'm not going to show you all of it. There's some more hooks here because they have names. These are their cubbies. At the top is where they put their take-home papers, and then these bins. None of these have names on them, but they put the top bin will have their notebooks and like supplies they need, and then the bottom one will have their change of shoes. This is going to be our like where they get their pencils, colored pencils. I like to have them organized, and then different types of paper, glue, and scissors are down there. And then this year I got a few cups for them to put like their pencils in. I'm also going to try to do the thing to see who can keep their pencil the longest without breaking it, losing it, or you know, who can just use it the longest, so then we don't go through a bunch of pencils. And then while the pencil sharpeners that are electric are great, I'm just going to try to have the kids use these ones, and I got one with a cup this time just because the ones with they put in the machine, they just break so easily. And I know these probably aren't going to last too long, but we'll see. We have some tape, and then I was kind of tired of them breaking my stapler, so I got them, the students, their own little personal stapler to use, because they don't staple too many things, but when they do, they do. This is where they keep their portfolio binders. I can show you down here. The other ones have student names on them, so it just slides in. They're their binders. So I have extra binders here, and then I also have my chair seat that I sit down on the rug when I do presentations. This is the start of the language shelf. Most of my grammar stuff moved over here too. I still have my grammar shelf over here. I'll show you in a second. Then of course they have the Wasika that they do every day as part of their daily work. These are the rug bins. There's just some extra storage on the other side of that, but on the top is a space for their extra clothes if they bring extra clothes. And then this is the grammar shelf, more symbolizing works. This is fractions. This is a cart that I got during 2020 when we had to present away from kids, but it's nice. So, because, you know, we don't have desks, but sometimes I put, like teacher desks, but sometimes I put that out for when I need to do things, and there's storage underneath I need to clean out. This is the beginning of the math. So we have these fractions. This is more upper elementary fractions, but I think I'm going to organize that this year. Just have some word problem cards, more fractions. Now this is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and extra stuff. And then here for the math shelves, these are the math cards they use. All 403 math cards that are there are, 435 math cards are in my free hub below you can get. And then I have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. A table. I think I'm going to set up a chessboard on this table so the kids can have chess. We're going to do chess. I used to do chess as a chess club because we go to tournaments, but I think I'm going to do it with my class and the kindergartners in the afternoon once a week as a special, and I think that will be a lot of fun. And so this is just numeration, and just like the numbers 0 to 100, and then clocks, money, some more measurement things, colored beads, stamp games, and then the golden beads up to 9,999. And then of course the bead chains, and then this is my geometry shelf. Follow the child. And then which these are cute. I got them for Christmas one year, but they are Montessori materials put together to make this big picture, and it's really cute. And then we have the language shelves. These are the journal cards they do every day. And then this is more writing stuff. Those are the pink, blue, and green series words, which I have over here. And then movable alphabet sentences in cursive. And then some capitalization works in periods and question mark, punctuation. That down there is the word study. And then subject, predicate, advanced words cards. And then we have the pink series, blue series, and green series words. these are their Chromebooks that they use for as kids and typing. That is the bin that I keep in case we have chickens again this year. Here is where I have the clipboards, whiteboards, and markers. And then this is a little bit different this year. So I use the 5-leaf publishing books to keep them in order when we do reading and writing time. But I want, because through the AMS, after I did my certification for lower elementary, I also took their writing program online. And while it was helpful and nice, I just had to do a little bit more of my own research and stuff. But the this is just showing like the kids need to write more, and I think it's just like a typical classroom thing, but I think I'll see how that works out. So this is the library area. I liked how it turned out this year. Picture books, chapter books, random books, Spanish books in the corner, and then some spaces where we're going to feature what book they're reading. And then we have just a seating area. And then this area is like the piece table area. And then I've never had this big of a cultural section before. I used to only have those 2 shelves, and the science shelf was over there. But I love how it turns out. We have history things. There's art books in there about artists, and then history books, and the timeline of life, my favorite. And then this is the zoology. And then I have those ones. These are also in my free hub to print. I thought I was going to put them on the shelves and separated. I just didn't do that yet. I don't know if I'm going to, because I just love having them like that, and we could just take it out. Maybe I'll have the one we feature out. I also want to make the invertebrate ones for that. And then my rocks and gems finally got their own whole shelf, so that's a lot. Okay, like I was saying, they have the rock has their own shelving, and then the botany, zoology, and then some science thing, the periodic table, different science things, science experiment things. Those are solar ovens. And then on this side, we have geography things that like the solar system and stuff up there, and then the landforms here, and then some like layers of the soil and stuff down there, different biome things. And then here are all of the maps. This has sorted cards for each continent, for animals, plants, places, and a lot of other things. There's a lot of cards for different things. The kids love this. It's like matching up the map to where, the flags to where what country they go to. I forget where I got this, but I had this year, and I put it up next to our map. And then just the bathroom, a little table. The sign shelf used to be here, so it's just a little table now. And then our kitchen. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I actually just finished recording that after the last day of school, or after the first day of school. So thank you so much for watching. Please, I have a scope and sequence down below. I have my free hub of resources, symbolizing cards, all the things. So go ahead and check it out, and thank you for watching. Have an amazing 2025-2026 school year.